This is not how you test a circuit. Do not do this. Very dangerous. This leg here, this run ends here, goes outside to there's a plug on the wall right here outside. I'm guessing it's not a GFCI.
I don't think there's any that guy did.
Judging by the rest of the wiring on this place, no, it's just an outdoor outlet. Nice. If you're gonna use a outdoor outlet like that, at least put it on a switch where when it rains and stuff, you can just shut it off, but whatever. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna unhook this switch or this outlet that's on the wall outside, and that will terminate this here. Then I can pull all of this off the red iron, lay it over to the side, put our sheetrock up or plywood up. Put our sheetrock up.
It's not sheetrock.
That's sheetrock. We're gonna put our sheetrock up,
no,
and then we'll put the electric back.
There ain't nothing sheet or rocky about it.
All right. Okay, buddy.
It's a little frustrating around here.
It's a waste of wiring. But what do I know? I ain't no Sparky.
Not shit, apparently.
Not shit. My first job.
Jeez.
My first job.
I mean, you were also trying to turn these off, and you're like northeast, and then you're wondering why they're still not off. And I was like,
I'm not good with geography.
That's west.
I'm not good with geology.
Genealogy.
Definitely not good with genealogy. I'm not good with oceanography.
That white one's about to touch the metal.
Huh?
Top white. Okay.
Well, you gotta test it. Make sure it's not live.
What if it went off?
Make sure we ain't got a live circuit here. If it went off, it'd go bang, and hopefully, that's tight. Hopefully, you'd hear that breaker over there go snap, rather than the lights just go out on the whole block.
Yeah. How long have you been an electrician?
My whole life. I've been pretending to do electric work without a contractor's license my whole life.
Don't say that.
What? Pretending, I said. There we go. Look at there. Now you got this little deal.
This is where Justin's like, okay, so if we want to do this right, Jackie, I need at least $1,000 for wiring.
This is where Justin says, okay, rip it all out. The whole thing, we're going all the way to the slab.
He says, actually, we're going to demolish this. And
yep, we're starting over. I need a tray or a bin. Perfect.
Oh, he went.
I know what you're thinking, but we're not gonna put 2x4s everywhere. We didn't even buy them. Generally speaking, if you want to frame out a metal building like this, you would put 2x4s every 16 on center, or if you want to do 24 on center, you'd come 16, and then the center of 16, you'd put a 2x4, so you'd scab a 2x4 between here and here, and then between here and here. And you do it again at 16 here, you do it again at 16 there, and you do it again at 16 there. I've seen other.
That's a lot of wood.
Huh? That's a lot of wood. It's a lot of wood. Yeah. And there's no way to attach it to the building without poking holes in the outside and making it leak and everything else, or tearing up your insulation. So you would have to drill through here into the 2x4 and drill through there into the 2x4. Kind of sucks. I've seen other guys do it to where they just put some 1x over top of the red iron, and they go all the way to the ground. They screw it there, screw it here, and they put that every 16. But then you got, that shrinks your whole building by 1 inch for the 1x plus the plywood. What we're gonna do is none of that. We got a trick for that, and we'll show you that in just a few minutes here. We're gonna raise the drywall off the floor.
It's not drywall.
1/2 inch. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Plywall.
No.
We're gonna raise the drywall 1/2 inch off the floor so that when you spill oil or water or whatever, it doesn't wick up the drywall, tear the bottom of it up like it did in my other shop. You take this, and I've got the factory edge here, so I know I'm not screwed up. Kick it in there, set your drywall on top of that, screw it in. Because we're using self-tapping screws though, your best bet is to pre-drill the plywood. If you're using plywood. If you're using drywall, just cut right there.
And don't just assume that, you know, that's 0, this is 48, and that's 48 times 2.
No, we're at 45 here. 45 there, so we're gonna come up, you know, obviously we'll do the bottom at 1/2 inch, and then we'll do this at 45 from the factory edge, and then just for grams, let's check what this is up here. 94 3/4, so not 90, not. These are not 4 foot on center. You know, you look at this and you'd think that's 4 foot on center. You know, 4 foot
ish.
4 foot. You would think
4 foot ish.
that's okay. Not everybody owns a tape measure. It's kind of sucks that all lumber is, you know, made in 4x8 sheets, but whatever. We'll figure it out. We're coming 1/2 inch off of the factory edge and pre-drilling for screws. We're coming 45 off the factory edge, pre-drilling for screws. And we're coming 1.25 off this factory edge, pre-drilling for screws.
I mean, that means that one's only 3/4 off if it's a 1/2 inch up. It's really just this one's not right.
Oh yeah. I don't think my square is square. My goddamn sheetrock square ain't square. How are you supposed to use a sheetrock square if it ain't square?
You just aim it. It's probably because you dropped it.
Can you see it from my house?
No.
Oh. That's a little better that way. Hold that down. I'm telling you. I don't think my square is square. Beautiful line there, boss. Pre-drill this one just to make it easier on myself. Especially the first one because it's on camera now. Fucking electrician.
It'll even itself out.
Will it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like putting your hood on.
I'm trying to keep about 3/4 gap here so that I can slide this piece on this wall right in there. Nice, beautiful corner. Well, if it wasn't so if it wasn't so fucked up anyway. Still 3/4 from that down.
My iCommoner doesn't work like that. Oh, perfect.
Pretty close. Man, those are some nice screws you got, boss. Mr. Jackie, those are nice screws, Mr. Jackie. Shit. Whenever my dad was working with me, would get anything done. One board up, one duck run, whatever. As soon as we get it done. That's lunch. Got the top in? Is that moving?
Mm-hmm.
It works better with the boots.
There's one on that table. If you have a little piece of wood, you can put it on the side and hit the piece of wood, or you can hit it further.
Good idea. I kind of think that on the next one, maybe we don't screw that edge until we get it in.
I don't know how close they get together, but
I mean, that's pretty fucking close. Hold this in at the bottom of the top.
we got these 4 up, and then this one has the window, so we got to mat all that out.
Once it's painted, it's gonna be so nice. And like a normal plywood wall, you know, there's 2 pieces of plywood that just butt up together like this. If it doesn't have a joist behind it, it would, you know, and then as it moves and heats and contracts, it'll want to be out and want to be in and want to be out, and it'll just be weird.
People will be like, that stuff's so much more expensive, blah, blah, blah. But, like, imagine if you did it 16 or 24, even on center. These are 10-foot sections. So, like, you would need, what, 5 2x4s?
You mean this is a 10-foot section?
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
the
the
wood.
red iron,
Yeah. So, like,
Yeah,
you would need at least 5 2x4s in there.
Like, you put your 2x4 in here and you attach it. But then you can't put your 2x4 in here because how do you attach it? There's a 2x4 up here. You know what I mean?
So
you'd have to stagger them.
Yeah.
Well, then you'd have to figure that into your plywood.
Unless they're just flat out, like, laying it, you know, this way and just mounting it like that and then putting plywood on top of it. But you're losing
that's what I've seen
inches,
some
you
other
know?
guys do. Yeah, but then you're losing. Yeah, you're definitely losing shop space. Not that you may not notice it, but
But, you know.
I don't know. Look deep within yourself. You'd notice if you was missing an inch. We put the tongue on this edge here so that we could slide the plywood in there and make that joint, and it would. Then that way the corner is also held in to
Real
the
sturdy.
corner and won't come out and move without having to put a piece of 2x4 in there to screw to. If it works out, like I think it's going to work out, like it's working out so far, it will save us a bunch of money, because you figure the plywood was $6 or $7 a piece more expensive for the tongue and groove, but 2x4s are $9. You're already saving money there.
That's what I'm saying. If you use at least 5 per 10-foot
Oh, you're saving
section.
a lot of money there.
Yeah.
And the time it takes to cut and attach and everything else.
And all the extra screws and whatever you mount that shit with.
I think it's the right way to do it, but we'll see. But if you're looking for this kind of plywood for your project, call around and see if you can find it cheaper. Usually you can find it for $35 to $40 a sheet if you can find it cheaper, but we just went to Home Depot and it was, $39.99 a sheet if you buy 48. Which is expensive, but what are you gonna do?
And they sent us a coupon.
We
because
did
we
have
bought
a
a house.
15% off coupon for buying a house.
Yeah. I mean, you spend, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you get a 15% off coupon, but whatever.